do, 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 do. I've got fat rolls to show ya. I've got fat rolls for you. Gonna put my fat rolls in motion. Get ready, cause we're eating through. Hey now, hear what I say now. Big fat pigs are just around the corner. Hey now, hear what I say now. We'll get fat with you. The big fat pigs are jumping and everybody's eating. New York to San Francisco and inner city. Big fat pig, the wheels of steel are turning. The big fat pigs are churning. And if you wanna party, come on and shake your fat rolls. Fat rolls. I've got fat rolls to show ya. I've got fat rolls for you. Hey now, hear what I say now. Big fat pigs are just around the corner. Hey now, hear what I say now. We'll get fat with you. The big fat pigs are jumping. So I'm setting up the stream right now so that we can check out the chat here. I've got fat rolls to show ya. I've got fat rolls for you. Gonna put my fat rolls in motion. Get ready, cause we're eating through. Hey now, hear what I say now. Big fat pigs are just round the corner. Hey now, we'll get fat with you. The big fat pigs are jumping. I've got fat rolls to show ya. I've got chimichangas for you. Gonna put my fat rolls in motion. Get ready, cause we're eating through. Why is it not like... Hang on, is... Here we go. I think that's good. I don't want to make it too small. I've got fat rolls to show ya. I've got chimichangas for you. It's not control, it's option, I think. Here we go. Okay, hey guys, so today we are actually checking out Amberlyn Reid's latest video. And let's see. And if you guys, let me present myself to you guys. So, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Efren Rodriguez and I have been a fitness professional for the past 10 years. This right now we are doing different types of content on the channel. Right now we are gonna start doing more of what my actual profession is. I have been a fitness professional by trade for the past 10 years. Right now, you guys have not seen this side of me. You guys have seen the side of me that has to do with gang stalking. And FYI, that is not really what I am all about. I am a fitness professional by trade. That's what I've done most of my life. And as of now, even though the content of the videos, the content of the channel is still gonna have gang stalking. It's not gonna be, the channel is not gonna be primarily about that. The goal of the channel, in addition to life after gang stalking, it's gonna be primarily about self-development, self-empowerment, and I'm gonna show you guys how pretty much I have to get out of this hole of post gang stalking. Like, if you guys have any questions about gang stalking, keep that for a stream about gang stalking. But right now we're gonna talk about Amberlyn Reid's 10-year fitness journey. Okay, so most of the people that talk about Amberlyn Reid is to mock her, because anyone who is serious about transforming themselves, it would have done it. And she has been doing this. She has been vlogging for over 10 years, and she looks just about the same. I'm gonna judge her from a professional perspective. I am not gonna mock her. So if you're here to hear the tea, to mock Amberlyn Reid, this is not the live stream for you. This right now, this is primarily to get at why is it that she hasn't changed. Look, Amberlyn Reid being the woman that she is, she started her channel because of an impulse. She was so unhappy that she thought that having the entire world be her accountability would help her. Yet her food addiction is so bad and so serious that even when YouTube itself is trying to keep her accountable, it is not working. If you are a person who is severely overweight, who is morbidly obese, and suffers from food addiction, this stream is going to be for you. Because look, as a personal trainer, I experienced and I met a lot of people who came to me with the intention of losing weight. And look, one of the primary things that a lot of people do is when they set themselves to be on a fat loss journey, they immediately take all the responsibility off from themselves and they put it onto the trainer, as if it was the trainer's job to keep their mouth closed whenever there is a lot of food in front of them, or to move their heads like this to say no whenever they have a craving. Personal training is not about shifting the responsibility. Personal training is about seeing the responsibility, acknowledging it, and have someone guide you through all the misinformation, through all the bro science and all the fads, all the fad diets. The job of a personal trainer is to clear up all the noise and show you the way so that you get there as fast as possible without making too many wrong turns. Well, without making any wrong turns. Because everything that is personal training related is scientifically based. So that is the job of a personal trainer, to clear out all the bad information and anything that can potentially lead you to an obstacle, or lead you to a plateau where you cannot get out of. Before we start this, I'm gonna tell you that everyone is here for all the drama. Did you see that? It's all about drama. She has a drama channel. It's literally a drama channel. So we're gonna start with her. Let's see. We're gonna start with this one. With I was told.
You've got the man.
With her video, I was never told to go to the doctor using scooters and the craziest story time. Let's talk episode 6. We're gonna start from here, okay? And here we go. I wonder if she has a long blog, like not like these drama bits. So we're gonna start from this one. It's from I Feel So Defeated. All right.
Scheduled to go up for the next.
Let's go.
Hey guys, so welcome to my weigh-in. I am getting around to filming this pretty late at night. I already did my live stream and everything, and usually by my Tuesday live stream, I've already had this filmed, edited, and scheduled to go up for the next day. But I'm not feeling the greatest, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why in this video, so let's just get straight to it. First, we're gonna start off with the 5 questions that I do every weigh-in video, and where I get those is Instagram. So once a week I go on there and I say, ask me any weight, health, food related questions. What makes you say that the eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated and not real?
Okay, hang on. What makes you say that the eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated and not real? Okay, this is interesting. Let's see.
So I said that in a past weigh-in video because it's true. I've actually been contacted by multiple people who have been in 600 Pound Life, and I myself have contacted a couple people myself. And I'm also actually pretty good friends with 2 people who have been on shows like that, and they do exaggerate those scenes, especially in 600 Pound Life. And I only know that because people who have been on 600 Pound Life have told me that personally. Plus, I'm also someone who is over 500 pounds. I was almost 600 pounds at one point. Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget, but will order a 10-piece?
Okay, what?
On shows like that. And they do exaggerate those scenes, especially in 600 Pound Life. And I only know that because people who have been on 600 Pound Life have told me that personally. Plus, I'm also someone who is over 500 pounds. I was almost 600 pounds at one point. Why do you think?
Okay, first of all, to be 500 or 600 pounds is insane. There is so much food that you have to take in order to maintain that much weight. Look, I'm gonna pull out a calculator. Let's see, hang on. We're gonna start with a resting metabolic rate for someone who is 500 pounds. For someone who's 600 pounds. So, a person, look, it's right here. Well, it's difficult to give someone an exact RMR, resting metabolic rate. Okay, so resting metabolic rate is the amount of calories that your body burns in per day in order to maintain the current weight, your current level of fitness. So right now, assuming that Amberlyn Reid is 600 pounds, assuming. Actually, let's just make it 500 so that it's not so dramatic. 500 pounds. She would have to eat let's see, female. I think that she's like 35. Manda.
Hablé a un quiropráctico
Ajá.
y que era de Florida.
Ok. ¿Por qué llamas hasta allá?
No, pues es que dice 1800, no dice de dónde es.
Ah, ok.
Entonces, dije, ¿no me puedes contactar con uno de California? Y luego ya me pidió mis datos, entonces me dijo, pues te podemos ayudar con alimento, con no sé qué. Yo no estoy pidiendo alimento, me dije, ya me lo están dando.
Ok.
Me dijo, yo te estoy diciendo, y luego me dijo, dije, yo la pregunta que te estoy haciendo es si tengo que ir con un doctor para que me evalúe, para que me pueda atender un quiropráctico.
Ajá.
Y luego me dijo, sí, tienes que ir, me dijo, ya pregunté. Entonces le dije yo, ¿sabes una cosa? Cuando vas con un doctor particular o el que te toque en tu zona o lo que sea, le dije, él no me va a mandar con ustedes.
Ok.
Le dije, porque mi tío, le dije, se operó de la ciática y lo mataron.
¿Qué?
No se murió luego, le dije, como en los 2 años se murió, pero se murió de eso. Porque tú sabes que una ciática, le dije, no se opera.
No, eso no se opera.
Le dije, tiene que ir con un quiropráctico para que le acomode la ciática. Dije, y él falleció. Ay, dijo, pues, ¿sabes qué? Lo siento mucho. Entonces, por eso estoy hablando, le dije, porque yo no voy a ir con un doctor a decirle, vengo, pero no tengo nada, ¿a qué voy? Le dije, si no soy enferma.
Sí.
Entonces me dijo, pues, nomás quería saber eso y quería confirmarlo, porque ya van varias personas que me lo dicen, que tengo que ir primero con un doctor. Le dije, y pues yo no, discúlpame, le dije, pero es que yo no estoy de acuerdo. Si yo sé lo que tengo y sé lo que me está pasando y sé que no tengo otra cosa más que eso, a eso voy. Le dije, no voy a ir al doctor para que me llene de medicinas y de drogas y me muera.
Sí, claro.
Y luego me dijo, no, pues sabes que lo siento mucho, pero tienes que ir. No, le dije, es que el doctor no me va a mandar con ustedes.
Ajá.
Él va a querer hacer, según él, su trabajo. Y es como dicen en internet. Le dije que a veces hay cosas que dicen uno, no, son mentiras.
Pero no te duele nada, nomás te ocupas estirarte, ¿no? Y moverte. Que te ajusten. Que te quite los nudos del estrés.
Ajá, ahorita traigo todo aquí, atrás en la espalda.
Ajá.
Y en los brazos. Entonces le dije, yo lo que necesito es un quiropráctico, le dije, pero le dije, lo que voy a hacer, que lo voy a buscar en Mexicali porque aquí estoy en la línea, pero yo pensé que podía contar con el medical, le dije, para que me viera, le dije, lo que me van a cobrar ustedes de consulta, le dije, ahí me van a cobrar un mínimo.
Sí, vas a tener que pagar el copay también.
Sí, pues son $20, son los mismos que cobran allá.
Sí.
Pues mejor voy a Mexicali, es lo que estoy pensando. Voy a ir, voy a tratar de agarrarlo en internet y voy a hacer cita y vamos en el carro.
Sí, sí. Sí, voy
Sí,
contigo.
sí, porque no, ya hay mucho lo que
Ya
traigo.
sé, yo llevo tan mucho, llevo casi un año diciéndote.
Sí. No, ahorita ya voy a ir porque se me subieron los nervios, ya se me juntaron.
¿Otra vez?
Pues no se me han quitado. Por eso traigo este oído un poco sordo. Ya se me ha quitado los sordos, porque me he estado dando masajes, me trona. Me he dado masajes, sí. Dice, me han bajado mucho la inflamación, pero yo sé que necesito a alguien que me sepa tronar, que me sepa tronar el cuello,
Sí.
que se me acomode los brazos. Y también cuando así de repente tiro el pie, así, ¿sabes? Me trona y me trona hasta la cabeza.
No, güey.
Así que, y yo sé que es eso,
Sí.
que es por lo mismo, porque son puros nervios. Entonces me dijo, no, pues es que sí, necesito un doctor. Sí, le dije, pero el doctor no me va a mandar con un quiropráctico. Él va a querer operar, porque su trabajo lo que quiere es sacar dinero.
Sí.
Desde el medical le dije, yo no quiero hacer eso, le dije. Yo sé lo que tengo, le dije, no estoy enferma, nada más estoy torcida del cuello.
Sí.
Le dije, ya tengo mucho que se me subieron los nervios a la cabeza y no me... Pero sabes que muchas gracias por reafirmarme lo que yo ya sabía. Le dije, voy a tener que ir a Mexicali, y se lo dije así.
No, pues qué bueno. Okay, so that was my mom. And hang on. So look, I am rusty in the aspect of uh, of my personal training skills. I have not like done any of this in forever. As you know, I sold auto parts for the past 3 years, and I have not been active. Oops. I have been active as a fitness professional, but I haven't done any of these formulations in a long time. So look, look, you know, I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a while. We're gonna do this via the books, okay? So we're gonna use the formulation from the personal training books, all right? I haven't explored these books in forever, so that's what we're gonna be doing right now. And let's see. My face looks like shit. There we go, that's better. Okay, so here we go. Hurry, download. Oh, I am so rusty, like I'm just out of personal training practice. I haven't done any of that in a while. Look. We're getting our biceps back. We haven't had biceps in forever. Woo! It's been forever, dude. Okay, so here we go. And let's see. I haven't checked out these books in forever. Let's see. Where's the search? And let's see. Estimate, here we go. So look. Weight times time, RMR. Okay, hang on. RMR, resting metabolic rate. Yeah, that's it. So it's about how to use. Okay, so look, so now we're actually gonna get the scientific explanation to RMR, and it is the resting metabolic rate. And so resting metabolic rate and basal metabolic rate, BMR, are often used interchangeably, but BMR is different. BMR is a term used when measurements are taken after the subject has spent a night in a metabolic ward chamber or has fasted for 12 hours. BMR, okay. The RMR is measured after the subject spends the night at home and is driven to the research laboratory for measurement. BMR and RMR are usually differ by less than 10%. So BMR and RMR are practically the same thing, but there's a 10% variation. And it's typically it's different because of the method where it's how the information is extracted. One is in the lab and the other one is after the person goes home. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Let's see, RMR. So let's say that it's the 600, 500 pounds. Let's see. So hang on. So it's a 500-pound woman. This is so I do not feel like doing this. Let me see. Hang on. I already said I was going to do it. So weight, let's see, example, heavily active after 400. Where's the other information? I feel like just eyeing it. Usually to multiply it by 10. So it's age. Hang on. I don't want to do all of this math right now. It is. If you guys want me to do it, let me know and I'll do it. All right. I'm not pussyfooting around it. So it was basal metabolic rate. So it's age. Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. Oh. So I'm going to do this just because I haven't done it in a while. And I'm going to do it with pen and paper. Because I don't want to feel stupid. Hang on. I really don't want to feel right it down. Or for real, like. Oh. Also, keep in mind this is my first stream of these. All right. So we're doing this because we want to get how many calories Amberlyn Reid needs to eat in order for her to stay that way. How many calories a day? And so assuming that she's 500 pounds and that she's 35. So weight in pounds times 10. So she's 500 pounds times 10. So we just add a 0. So she's 5,000 pounds. I mean, 5,000. I mean, it's 5,000. And now, so activity factor, see table 13.7. See the activity factor. Here we go. And physical, so her activity factor, seated and standing activities, office work, driving, cooking, no vigorous activity. Let's pick that one. So let's assume that she does very light work. and it's 1.2 to 1.3. So it's 1.2 to 1.3, her activity factor. And so she is very lightly active. And let's see, so we multiply step 180. So example, have a 100-pound man. So if she is, so step 1, so we multiply the 500 times 10, so that's 5,000, and then we multiply the 5,000 times the activity factor. So the 5,000 times 1.2 or 1.3. Let's just say she's 1.3. So their activity factor calories is 6,500. 6,500. So that's pretty much the amount of calories that she needs to eat. So Amberlyn Reid, to maintain that weight, she needs to eat 6,500 calories every single day to stay at that weight. This is just an estimate, by the way. So if you are 5'4" and you're Amberlyn Reid and you weigh 500 pounds, in order for you to maintain that weight, you would have to eat every day 5,000 pounds. I mean 5,000 pounds. 6,500 calories every day to maintain that weight. So to maintain that weight is a lot of work. It's a lot of food, like a lot of food. And if you happen to be someone who is heavy, like if you're 500 pounds, you don't really need to immediately stop. You don't need to lower your calories to 2,500, like right away. You don't. You can literally just cut off 500 calories every day, and you would lose 5 días, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. In a week, you would lose a pound. You can lose 1 pound a week by only taking off 500 calories from everything, from every meal, or from total every day. And at the moment that you're eating 6,500 calories every day, it's easy to take away because you don't have to make any dramatic changes. You can only take a little bit off. For example, let's say that you're having 3 fried sushi rolls and you're having pasta carbonara with mashed potatoes, bread, 5 eggs, and hash browns, and 2 hash browns. So you can start by cutting 2 eggs or 1 egg, 1 hash brown, half of the pasta, or even 2/3 of the pasta, and take 1 sushi roll off. Just by doing that, you're gonna be already noticing a 1 pound difference every week by just making little changes. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to her video.
Freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget, but will order a 10-piece with a large fry and act like that is any better. Good point. I think just like hearing a 20-piece nugget, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. But when you do the calories for a 20-piece nugget versus like
I was gonna say
a regular meal that you can get at McDonald's, which is a 10-piece nugget with a large fry, it's about the same calories.
I was gonna say, let's do the math. Okay, she said she already did it, but I don't know if I should trust her. I don't know if I can. So look, let's look at the nutritional factor for McDonald's. I mean the nutritional information. So we're gonna do large fries and 20-piece nugget versus the calories of. Let's see. So we're doing fries. We're doing 1 large fries. Large fries, and we're also adding chicken nuggets, a 20-piece. I didn't know they had 40-piece chicken nuggets at McDonald's. Okay, so here we go. So right now, if we are comparing 20-piece chicken nuggets. No, 10-piece. 10-piece chicken nuggets. My bad. 10-piece chicken nuggets. So 10-piece chicken nuggets and a large fry is 890 calories. Let me see. So let's see. So we're doing 890 calories. So this is the 10-piece, and we're doing the fries and large fries and the total for these is we're gonna write down all the micronutrients and we're gonna see which one is better. So it's 890 calories, 91 of carbs, 30 of protein, only 30 protein, and 47 of fat. And now let's do the other one. Let's do the 20-piece, 20-piece, and no fries. And let's see. So the calories for the 20-piece is 830. Carbs 51. Protein 46. And fat 49. Look, so when we're looking at both of them side by side, it is, sorry my penmanship, so it's actually better, hang on. So this one is the 20-piece, and this one is the 10-piece with the fries. The 20-piece chicken nuggets is actually less. It's better to have the 20-piece chicken nuggets, guys. Can you believe that? It's literally better. Like, hang on, let me adjust the light because I look like shizzle. I look freaking awful. Hang on. Okay, this is better. I don't look so old. Okay, so here we go. Oh. So now that we got that going, didn't she say that the fries was that she did the math and that the fries were actually better to have? Really, Amber? Really, Amber? Oh, I closed it. Oh, god damn it. Didn't she just say? Didn't she just say that the 20-piece? Was it this one? Oh, here we go.
There's
She literally just said
nugget and fry, but the protein and the carbs are better if you just get the 20-piece nugget. I'm not
and it's
saying either of these options are.
the calories are even better. The 20-piece chicken nuggets is better than the 10-piece with a large fry. So it's better in every aspect. She got the math wrong. Girl, okay, so that actually helps us see why she's haven't lost any weight, because the girl cannot even do math or arithmetic.
It's about the same calories. There's
Listen.
a little bit more calories in the nugget
Girl.
and fry, but the protein and the carb nugget with a large fry, it's about the same calories. There's a
It is 60 calories less to have the chicken nuggets.
bit more calories in the nugget and fry, but the
Yeah, okay, no, okay, that's right. Okay, she's good.
protein and the carbs are better if you just get the 20-piece nugget. I'm not saying either.
Okay, no, she got it right. She got it right. But girl, 800 calories in one sitting? But no, okay, she got the arithmetic wrong. Right, I mean, sorry.
These options are good for you, but the same people judging someone for ordering a 20-piece nugget will also go to McDonald's and get the nuggets and fries. I think people like to play mind tricks because, like, when you see like sodium, for an example, on nutrition labels, you don't really think about your own sodium consumption. I see so many people telling me, like,
You know, so one time I went on a low sodium diet. I felt like shizzle. I felt freaking awful. It was freaking awful. It was awful. I hated it. I felt tired all the time. I was like exhausted. I was exhausted. It was not fun. And then one day I just had a Gatorade and I felt so much better. I literally had a Gatorade and I felt so much better. It's crazy. Oh, but when you compare 10-piece chicken nuggets with large fries and to a 20-piece chicken nuggets, honestly, like, you don't have to go so crazy. Like, if you happen to have that problem, get 10-piece chicken nugget and a medium fry. That's a start. That's a start. That's a freaking start. And then you're fine. You're not fine, but you're better than you were if you were order any of those two. You can have your fries, and you can have your chicken nuggets, and that's it. You don't have to go all crazy and wild like Amberlyn Reid.
Amberlyn, like, that's so much sodium in that ramen that you're eating, blah blah blah. But the same people will make rice and
Ramen sounds so good right now.
for them and their family, not realizing that that also has a lot of sodium. Or even just like a can of corn, they add sodium to these things. Everything has sodium. Americans just eat a lot of sodium without even realizing it. Have you thought about asking ChatGPT how many calories
That's because
you
sodium
should
is
eat to
yummy.
lose weight? So I never thought about it, so I decided to do it. And when I did do it, it prompted
Okay, what? Come on.
realizing it. Have you thought about asking ChatGPT how many calories you should eat to lose weight? So I never thought about it, so I decided to.
Girl, it is not that hard. We literally just did it. I'm gonna have to tag her. I'm gonna tag Amberlyn Reid in this stream.
Do it. And when I did do it, it
So look, I come into this with an expectation of mistrust, because the most of the content that I have taken in from Amberlyn is tea channels. I haven't really like checked her stuff, and the purpose of this is for educational purposes. Okay, this is not to talk shizzle about her. Okay, this is like if someone was actually trying to help her, this is the advice that you would get. So this stream is for people that have had problems with that are like around her size. And look, as crazy as one might think, or as not common as one could think that these things are, the truth is that obesity is something extremely common. And the thing is that people, when they're trying to lose weight, they do keto, or they do no sugar, or they do no carbs, or carnivore, or all fat. They do some sort of extreme. They don't actually do the scientifically proven method of it. And that's the problem, is that if you want to actually get long-lasting results, you want to actually move towards a healthier lifestyle, because in the end, that's what it is. If you want to do that, you have to make changes that are sustainable. Keto is not sustainable. You're gonna mess up one day, and you're gonna feel super guilty, and then a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, I ate a slice of bread. Oh damn it! So then, what are you gonna do? You're gonna just eat the whole loaf. You're like, might as well. I already messed up. So if you happen to be in a situation similar to Amberlyn Reid's, just know that it's not as crazy as people make it out to be. It is not. It is something that takes a long time. You have to make sure to, how do you say? You have to make sure to understand. You have to understand that it's a long process. It takes a long time. And accelerating it, you have to do some extreme things. And if you are 500, 400, or even 300 pounds, you're gonna die if you're working out like freaking 5 hours. You know what I mean? And it's so no, you have to take it slow and gradually adopt new changes, new lifestyle changes.
Me, it was like, can you tell me a bit about yourself? Can you tell me like age, weight, height, any medical things that could be wrong with you? And I like that aspect, because like when you try to do these like metabolic rate things online, it literally just asks for your height, your gender, and your weight, and it's like, no, there's more to it. So I thought that was cool that ChatGPT actually asked for that. So here's the screenshot, and as you can see, ChatGPT thinks that I should eat anywhere between 2,200 and 2,400.
So look, that's the problem.
Which is something I've always said. And it literally shows the reason why I should be eating at this lower limit, such as weight loss is.
That's the problem, is that everyone is telling her to stay within a 2,000 calorie limit. Let's see. Let's look at her numbers. Okay. So, ChatGPT wants her to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. So let's see. This takes your current weight and metabolism into account, provides enough food to nourish the body and avoid further damage from undereating, leaves room to adjust downward later if your body adapts or you plateau. Look, 2,000 calories, 2,400. That's a good amount. But that is the normal amount of calories that I eat. If I want to have abs, that's how much I have to eat. How about the 2,000 calories? And look, Monday, my mom just walked by and she's like looking at me weird. Ahorita la limpio, ma. Estoy haciendo una transmisión en vivo. So look, and anyone that is let's assume that she's 500 pounds. anyone that is 500 pounds, she would have to eat about 5,000 calories. Just assuming, no activity, just the calories. We already did the math, and the math told us that she would have to eat 6,500 calories. Do you know how, assuming that her basal metabolic rate is 6,500 calories, like we literally did the math in the personal training book. Those are her calories. Okay, that's a good estimate. Do you know how insane of a change in dietary habits it is to go from 6,500 to 2,000 to 2,200 or 2,400? That's more than half. That's more than half of what she eats. That is gonna make her feel like she's losing it. Amberlyn, don't follow that advice. That change is so drastic in the amount of calories that you're eating now that if you follow it, you're gonna feel the lack of food. It's like a third of the amount of food that you're already eating. So don't. That's hard. Look, how long have you been trying to eat 24 to 2,500 calories for 10 years? Has that worked? No. Is it gonna work? Probably not. If you keep shooting for 2,500 calories, you're gonna feel guilty. You're gonna lose more control. But if you take, look, I literally just did this from the personal training's freaking manual. All right, I have changed hundreds of lives. All right, so if you want to lose weight and actually do it, Amberlyn, like for real, if you actually want to do it, start by shooting for 6,000 calories. 6,000 calories, 1 month. But be good with the nutrition. And it's not going to be a huge shift in what you eat. By eating only 6,000 calories instead of 6,500 calories, you're going to be losing 1 pound per week. 1 pound per week. Assuming that you weigh 500 pounds. Assuming. If you weight less, you already saw how the math is done. All right? So if you ever want to actually get the numbers right, let me know and I'll help you. But assuming that you weigh 500 pounds, and that your basal metabolic rate or your activity level, your physical activity factor is 1.3, here like we're showing you, is low active. If that is the case, very light. This first one. If that is the case, then you're good. Then that's good. But if it's actually like low active or active, then here is everything that you need to understand. There's the numbers. You get, and the formula is super simple. Weight times 10. Then that number, you multiply it by the activity factor, and then you get the number of calories that you need to stay for your basal metabolic rate. Okay? It is not that hard. Here's the formula. By the way, this information in the book is from the book by NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. Again, this is the academy that I'm certified as a personal trainer. I have personal training certification, mixed martial arts conditioning specialization, performance enhancement specialization, and corrective exercise specialization. Like, I have 4 certifications by them. Okay? If you guys have any questions or need some help, hit me up and I would love to do a consultation for you. All right, I'm showing you all this information because to demystify weight loss shouldn't be so mystical. All right. Now, moving on. So, the change that ChatGPT is suggesting her is quite a lot. Okay. If she is 500 pounds or even 400, that's more reasonable. Let's see how much would it be if she's 300. Let's say 300 calories. I mean 300 pounds. If she's 300 pounds, we multiply times 10, that's 3,000, and then we multiply times 1.3. And let's see, so that's 3,000 times 1.3. 3,000 times 1.3. Then she would need to eat. Look, she didn't put her information right. I'm pretty sure that her information there is off. Unless if she weighs less than 300 pounds. Look, a 300 pound person. Hang on, so that's times 10. And then, so then 3,000, 300 times 10. And then everything by 1.3 is equal to 3,900 calories. Look, so if she is 300 pounds, hang on. If Amberlyn is 300 pounds, we multiply times 10, and then we multiply times the activity factor, 1.3. So if she's at 300 pounds, she would need to eat 3,900 calories to maintain. 3,900 calories. From 3,900 calories to 2,500 is a lot. It's a big change. It's 1,000 calories less. She's gonna feel it. She should not do those calories. She should take her time, because look, she's already been doing the same thing for 10 years and it's not working. She should literally just do these numbers and follow this advice, because if she's trying to create an impact that is too much for her to handle, she's gonna revert back. She has to take a slow and steady rate of developing new dietary habits. Okay, so here we go.
Thing I've always said, and it literally shows the reason why I should be eating at this lower limit, such as weight loss is slower for me due to the lipedema and the lymphedema, and how that fluid retention shows up on the scale a lot, which I've also said to you guys. Pretty much everything that ChatGPT says in the screenshot is exactly what, like,
look, losing 1 pound of body fat will show you one less pound, regardless of the water, unless unless your body's determined to maintain the 1 pound of fat of weight. Like, there's no way you're gonna lose a pound of fat and gain a pound of water. You will lose some weight. When you're bigger, it is faster and easier to see the change in weight. You're not gonna see it like visually. It's not gonna be apparent immediately, but your weight is gonna show. Your weight is gonna show. So you have to get the math, and you cannot start with a change so drastic that you're not gonna be able to maintain it. Diet evolves slowly. It evolves slowly, and you evolve the habits to the habits that make you a skinny bitch. Okay, you don't become skinny from one way to another. Losing weight and having a hot body is something that changes slowly. It's an evolution of the diet. It's an evolution of your body changes as the diet transforms, or I don't know what the right words are for that, but you do not do a change so drastic because you can't. Your habits are too strong. And I know it feels awful for anyone, especially a stranger like myself, to tell you that you can't. But that's the thing, is that you have to trust how you feel. If you feel that the change is too intense, too straightforward, you have to understand it probably is. So you cannot just force your body to making that change. What you do is that you change it slowly, to such an extent where you can see the difference in your diet. And in the beginning, it is you by yourself with nothing else. No one else is going to be able to see what your changes, only you. But that's all you need. With time, in about 3 months, you're going to see, it's going to be really obvious in about 3 months. But you have to be okay with not seeing any results for the first 3 months. You're going to see a change in weight. But the thing is that weight is so volatile because you drink water and then the retention and your lipodema. And then what if you had like a heavy meal, and food is heavy. And sometimes you go take a shizzle and you're going to weigh less. So the weigh-in, I don't recommend it like every day. I recommend it like every week. Unless you feel that the weigh-in, unless you're doing it for like content, then weigh yourself every day, every hour, who cares? But for your own personal notion of where you are, definitely do it every week. And the weight, you're gonna see it. You're gonna lose about a pound a week. If you take away 500 calories, that's all you need to do. Look, some people are able to immediately, boom, let's reduce my calories for 1,000 calories. I did that because I have been in crazy shape. I have been in crazy shape, and I have sustained it for many years. Again, I have been a fitness professional for 10 years. I have been a go-go dancer. I have been a fitness professional. I have modeled. I have been on art books. I have done a lot of things because I'm hot. Because I used to be hella hot. I have done a lot of things, but now the reason that I have this channel is for you guys to see the evolution, how long it takes for someone to actually look really hot. It's not gonna be something from the day, right from one day to another. Right now, we have been working out for 8 months, and I have worked out so many hours. There were days where we worked out like 5 hours in the heat, and I went running after that. It was so insane, but I can do that because I have the experience. Forcing a sudden restriction on your body is an experience. Notice that the actors like the actors that play Superman or X-Men, Hugh Jackman, the reason that he can go into a hot body, boom, from the moment from when as soon as he is signed up for a movie role, is because he has done it so many times. He has done it a lot of times. And that experience is significantly impactful of your ability to to make a change on your body. If you have never lost weight successfully, you don't have the experience that you wish. Even though you've been trying for 10 years, but you haven't been trying, you have been misled. You don't have the right information. Which means that you haven't actually had the experience of losing weight. You haven't. And there are psychological aspects of losing weight that develop when you are successfully losing weight. And those psychological aspects, you remember them. So if you have been really hot, like for a really long time, and you get fat all of a sudden, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get really hot again because you have a lot of experience getting really hot and staying really hot. it's not that you're not a novice of getting a hot body. Like I'm like this is gonna sound weird, but I'm a pro at getting a hot body. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna show you a picture. Hang on. Look. I don't want you to just simply like believe everything that I say. Because I am saying it. Look. Look, this is me when I was a go-go dancer. Hey. And let's see. This is look, so this is 2014. This was before a diet. 2014. That was I started that diet on hang on. No. Oh yeah, so here I started this diet on May 7th, and in 3 months, that was I. In 3 months. 3 months. July 12th. And I've been doing this since I was like a baby. Look at how young I was. And look, if you don't believe me when I say that like I've modeled, look, like that's me. Like that's like I've modeled before. And no, my flat, I don't want to show you my flat butt. And look, there was like me at some party. Hey, I find out what's some party. And look, these are some of the personal training images. Look, so this is when I was doing personal training. That's moi right there. Whoosh. That was me. That was such a good picture. And let's see. This is me on swimming in a sea of Britneys. Hey. So look, I have a lot of experience being really hot and staying that way. I've been really hot like most of my adult life. Not because I'm gonna show you. So this is me at when I was with a red dress. Hey, that was the red dress party in San Diego, California. And this is me when I was on television. Like I have been on television. Like I am really, really well qualified in being hot and getting hot. Like I have the qualifications and I can prove it. So just understand this, that those numbers that you were given by ChatGPT are off. They're off. And here we go. We're going on to the next one.
My metabolism is a lot slower due to hysterectomy. It's also slower due to me having no estrogen in my body. Slower because I went through.
And look, it's gonna vary. But when the fat loss goes, regardless, you're still gonna lose. You're gonna lose the weight. This is why. Law of thermodynamics. Law of thermodynamics. Do you want me to show you a book in thermodynamics? Okay. Let's look at some thermodynamics, okay? Or is it this one? I think it's this one. I think it's this one. So look. balance before and after exercise. Hang on. It's not here? No, okay, so I think it was in the other book. Hang on. Here we go. So look, here we go. Look, so this is what you have to understand. Regardless of your condition, regardless of how of any disease, the law of thermodynamics is literally the law of every type of matter in the universe, including you. So look, energy intake, food here, energy intake. This is literally how your body functions. So the resting metabolic rate, as long as this is less than this, you're gonna lose weight. That's mass. It's literally the law of thermodynamics. It is the laws of the universe. Look, let me read this to you. The human body obeys physical laws. The first law of thermodynamics is called the law of conservation of energy. Postulates that energy can be transferred from one system to another in many forms, but cannot be created or destroyed. In relation to the human body, this means that the energy balance equation, this one, dictates that the body mass retains constant when the caloric intake equals the caloric expenditure. So when you're taking in as many calories as you are pushing out, if you are expending, when the numbers are the same, you're gonna stay the same. When you eat more and you don't burn as many, you're gonna gain weight because you're not in a caloric deficit. You're literally just, you are creating more mass because you're eating more. But when it's the other way around, when you are exuding, when you are expending more calories than what you consume because of the law of thermodynamics or the law of conservation of energy, you are gonna lose weight. Because regardless of what condition, there is no disease that defies the laws of physics. There isn't. Okay? Yes, it might be weird, you might retain more water, but a pound of body fat loss is still going to be a pound of body fat loss. Regardless of how you twist it, bend it, put it, shove it, bop it, doesn't matter. A pound of body fat loss is going to be 1 pound of body fat loss. Because that is the law of thermodynamics, homegrown. Alright? So, let's finish reading this. In relation to the human body, this means that the blah, 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 blah. Okay, dictates that the body mass remains constant when caloric intake equals caloric expenditure. Conversely, if the energy balance equation is imbalanced, weight loss or weight gain will occur. One of the primary ways athletes achieve fat loss is by modifying nutritional intake, primarily the amounts and types of calories consumed. Body energy stores, particularly fat stores, can only increase when food intake exceeds energy expenditure. Body fat stores can only increase when food intake exceeds energy expenditure. Conversely, energy stores can be only depleted when energy expenditure exceeds food intake. So anytime that you burn more than you eat, you are unbalancing the energy balance equation, which will lead you to fat loss regardless of what disease you have. Okay? And now let's do this. So I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna get my watermelon and I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back. Hang on. So I'm hungry. So I'm gonna have some watermelon. Okay? And let's see. This watermelon is like, it's almost a little bit overly ripe. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah, so it's literally the law of the universe. 1 pound of body weight loss is 1 pound of body weight loss, regardless of how you put it.
Pause, and it's slower because of the years of yo-yo dieting. If you continue to like make your calories super low, lower than they need to be, that'll continue to mess with your metabolic rate. And then I got curious because there's lovely rumors always floating around that I should be eating like 10,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. That is wild and so off base and untrue. Like I know that like already, like as a person that's not true, but I was like, you know what? ChatGPT has never been wrong for me. So I'm curious. I was like, ChatGPT, how many calories do I need for myself to maintain the weight that I'm at? ChatGPT confirms the misconceptions are not real. I need between 3,200 to 3,400, which is...
So she's like 300 pounds. She's...
Actually really easy for me. Like eating that is very easy for someone my size. And it's actually pretty easy to do without even realizing it. And for some reason...
Okay, what's this? Oh! Look, at 5'3", oh my gosh, she's so short. So that is not estimating. She's 5'15". No freaking way. No way. That makes no freaking sense. That makes, guys, you guys saw, we did the numbers, and my math is not wrong. Look, let me show you. Yeah, so let's see. So now that we have her weight, let's see. So at 515, times 10, so that's 5150. It makes no sense. That there's no way. Sedentary activity, oh, no activity. Do we have another formula? Let me see. What formula is ChatGPT using? Although it's using her size, Avi. I know there's another formula. That's the one that so that's the one that we're having. But look, let's just do the math on that one. So let's do that one by times 1.3. So it's 5150 times 1.3. See, there's no way she's maintaining 515 pounds and not eating 6,000 calories. There is no way. To maintain, according to the formula from the book, it's impossible and completely impossible for anyone to be 515 pounds and eat 2,000 calories. That makes no sense at all. No freaking sense. She eats at least 6,000 calories. 6,000 calories at least she eats to maintain that weight. There's no way she's maintaining that weight eating only 2,000 calories. That is impossible. No freaking way. No. That makes no sense. Amberlyn, you are not eating 3,000 calories. You're eating double that. Like, for real. It makes no sense, girl. No sense whatsoever. I don't know what ChatGPT is on, but you do not become 515 pounds by eating 3,000 calories every day. That makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. ChatGPT,
I just don't want to believe
that formula sucks.
I don't understand why.
Whatever it is.
I'm living proof because I am a person. I am.
Thermogenically, it makes no sense. Thermogenically, it makes absolutely zero sense. Zero. Okay, here we go. Let's continue.
Like, in my body, I am me, and I'm just sharing that based on my experiences.
Imagine being able...
How often do you grocery shop? So I'll either go every week or bi-weekly. So sometimes I'll skip a week, but definitely only once a week. Is your new friend a caretaker because you are so big? Y'all, the goalpost has absolutely moved. Like, it's ridiculous. So at first I would talk about my friend in my videos and people would be like, oh my god, she's imaginary, or oh my god, like Amberlyn's making up this friend. And now that you guys have heard her voice in my videos, the goalpost has moved and now it's a caretaker. Like, stop with the fat phobia. I understand that I'm really large, but I live by myself. No one comes in my apartment. Like, not even my mom. Every time we hang out, we're always hanging out like outside of my apartment, going and doing things and spending time out. I don't need a caretaker. I don't need anyone to help me with anything. Yes, I don't drive. I'm fully aware. But when it comes to the things that people are assuming due to the fat shaming, I don't need anyone. I take care of everything myself. I do not have a caretaker. And I've never had a caretaker, and I will never have a caretaker. My friend is my friend because it is someone that I met in person, and I realized I clicked with. I enjoy being around her, and vice versa. We laugh, we have fun, we share the same hobbies, like literally just a friend. And this is like also another reason why my friends or anyone in my life will never be on camera again. Yes, you'll see my mom here and there, but that is it. Because all you've heard is a voice, and already the rumors are starting. All right, so let's get into the goals that I had for last week, and did I succeed in those? So last week my goal was to follow a meal plan for 5 days out of 7, and I did not do that.
Oh, girl!
Huge veggie plate every single day for lunch.
That is because the change is too insane. You cannot just do like a dietary plan one day from one way to another. All you do is that you reduce a little bit what you eat. What you eat, you reduce it by little, but only by a little bit. You don't make a drastic change and expect to do it perfectly. You are literally, homegirl, you're literally setting yourself up for failure. You are literally setting yourself up for failure, homegirl. All right?
I did not succeed in all 5 days. So my goals for the next week are literally just to win over this like defeat that I feel inside of me. Right now,
small steps. Small steps. You don't have to freaking do some heroic dietary change. It's a waste of time. You want to develop new dietary habits.
literally just feel that defeat feeling.
You have spent the last 10 years only experiencing defeat because you keep setting yourself up to fail every single time. You cannot be doing that. You have to set yourself up to not lose. And look, you don't have anything to prove to anyone, only to yourself. So I know that there's YouTube and all of that stuff. Like, who cares? Make tiny changes.
Having emotions that I feel right before I give up. I want to beat the feeling more times than I don't. And then I also want to start drinking 3 water bottles a day instead of just 2. All right, so now let's talk about how my week went.
The whole thing about drinking water, whenever you get hungry, have a big old gulp of water right before you eat anything. It's gonna work wonders.
I was doing pretty decent. I was staying below the 3,400 calories that Noom wants me to eat. I was definitely eating in moderation, so I was allowing myself to have like the unhealthy things, but also inviting a bunch of like fruits and vegetables and healthier foods into my diet. There was one day where I overate and I chose like the most horrific foods that day because, like I said, we are not perfect over here. Like, if I woke up one day and I came on here and I was like, you guys, I've been perfect for a full year, it'd be bullshit because it's not possible. So this is where things get hecticana. A few days ago, I mean, I'm telling you, it was storming really bad. It was flooding. There was flood warnings. It was really, really bad. And I was out with my mom, and I didn't realize when I got home that the flood was going to be near me. So to get into my apartment, which was literally the only way to get into my apartment, I had to step and walk in water that literally like went up to the middle of my calf. I was pissed about it, obviously. Like, I have lymphedema and lipedema, and my skin and my body is just really sensitive to things. So I was soaking wet. My pants were soaking wet. My legs were soaking wet. My shoes were soaking wet. I came home. I showered. I sadly woke up the next day with cellulitis. So there's 2 versions of cellulitis. There is version 1, where I get all of like the physical leg symptoms. Red, painful, like you can tell there's like a massive infection. But then I also get the shivers and I get 103 temperature. I am puking profusely.
Oh no.
TMI, I have diarrhea. I can't eat for days on end. and I lose a bunch of weight doing that. Or there's B. I still get the leg is red, the leg is painful. You can tell that there is an infection. And I really just feel...
One thing is that most of those problems are going to go away once you lose the weight. Like, look, I know that she's probably exhausted of hearing this. I just know it. I'm sure there's so many people that are like, oh, well, you know, it's all that is happening to you because you're fat. I know. But look, the body wasn't designed to carry all that weight. Watching on the bike, thanks for going live. Hey, my pleasure live. Look, the body isn't designed to carry all that fat. It's not. And your body has to do a lot of things to compensate for that. That's why people get sick and die earlier if they're fat. It is just part of it. So that's why people who live most of their life at a healthy weight live longer. It's simply because that's just how the body works. Regardless of how you twist it, put it, we are literally, how do you say? We are literally not coded. We are wired to see beauty and fitness as together. We literally, like, when someone is fit, they look healthy, and that's attractive. It's wired in our genes. A fit body and health is they're like this. So what do you think that whenever bodybuilders, like normal bodybuilders that are not like, using a bunch of gear of steroids, like natural bodybuilders, and not the ones that go on gear and then they stop so that they can get tested and they test negative for it. I'm talking about people that only work out, they don't use anything. Like those, they always will look beautiful. They will always look beautiful. Always, always, always. That is because beauty, health, and strength, it's all the positive attributes of a person are you can see them. They express in the body of a person. So being fit, being morbidly overweight or obese is gonna affect your health. It is, because it is the opposite of a fit body. It's the total opposite. So okay, ¿por qué?
Porque ya no tardan en irse.
Uh-huh.
A ver, para mirar
En las cámaras, sí. So, so you have to understand that a body that isn't fit is not going to be healthy. It could probably be sort of healthy for a while, but you will see, like, health, you see it. A person that doesn't have a leg, that doesn't have an arm, that doesn't have an eye, when they're fit, they are attracted, regardless of how effed up their body might be. When someone is fit, you automatically have respect for them. So having a body that isn't perfect, as in like missing a limb, but when it's fit, you know that it's healthy. Because fitness goes actual fitness, not those types of freak shows that they call bodybuilding nowadays. I'm talking about the actual beauty of a human body. The natural beauty of a human body. It leads to health. you can see it. You literally see the health in the person. Like, for real. So, what you have to understand is that the current health of a person is a product of other past choices. Of, did they move? Did they sit? Did they eat junk food? Did they stay consistent on their workouts? And your current health is literally a result of the past choices. Unless it is a disease that you have no way out of, that you just have. For example, if you were born with type 1 diabetes, like you're after, but you can still be as healthy as you can. And when you're healthy, you're gonna be fit. Someone can look at you and you're gonna look fine. You're not gonna look like out of bounds. Like, it's like someone that has herpes, that is not taking care of their herpes, and they're gonna look like they're not taking care of their herpes. Which means that they're probably doing a lot of things that should be like, oh girl, or they have done. It's the remnants of the past behavior. So any type of disease that you can have because of overweight is because those are the remnants of the past behavior that you engage. And there's going to be a point where there's no coming back from that. So right now you are developing the signs that you might not be able to come back from. Right now you can probably reverse a lot of things. Most things, if I'm being honest. So please, watch what you eat. Start with that. And don't make any crazy change. You have to do it slowly and take your time. You have to allow your body to evolve. To evolve into new patterns of eating.
General malaise. Like, I don't have any of those other puking, fever symptoms. That's where I'm at here. In both of these areas, A and B, I swell a lot, obviously. It's a really bad infection. So I got cellulitis from walking in the dirty water from the flood, which is really freaking unfortunate. And a part of me knew that was gonna happen. That's why I immediately came home and showered. But when you have lipedema and lymphedema, your lymphatic system does not flow the same. So that already makes it to where it's harder to fight infections. No matter how much you bathe, no matter how much you clean yourself. So when you have lipedema and lymphedema, it also causes poor circulation to your legs, which also is another thing that prevents fighting off infections. But I stepped on the scale and I gained weight because
Do you think that having a bunch of fat, with all due respect, it's not gonna affect how your body, how the blood travels through your entire system, through your skin? There's so much more work that your heart has to do.
Extremely swollen. The infection has my leg super fucking swollen and it's uncomfortable and it just sucks. Because when you see my weigh-in, when I show you the screenshot from Noom, you'll see that I was losing weight. And then when I got cellulitis, it's all of that didn't even matter. I immediately gained in fluid retention from the swelling. It sucks. I feel defeated because it's I know it's not my fault. And after I heal, I genuinely I want to switch.
It's not whose fault?
Up a bit, and I want to start feeling motivated and inspired in a different way because I feel I've just been in this weird lull. I don't know. It could be just the fact that I'm literally fighting an infection. I'm currently on antibiotics. I feel like absolute shit. But let's just get into it. Last week I was 5'17". This week I am 5'21.6".
Girl!
This is pointless weigh-in because
in a week, water and a bunch of other things. Maybe it's uncomfortable for you to take a shizzle because you have to clean it. And it's uncomfortable. Being at 500 pounds, it must be freaking hard.
Not real weight. I don't really know what else to say about it. I just want to feel better. I'm just going to keep taking my antibiotics.
Yep.
I'm going to try to be successful in my goals and just continue pushing forward. Anyways, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye.
What up, everyone, and
Wow. Well, guys, this was insane. That was the first of many to come. If you don't know who I am, my name is Efren Rodriguez, and I have been a fitness professional for 10 years. As of now, most of the content in this channel has been about gang stalking and not about fitness, but I am a fitness professional. I am a fitness professional. I have been for the past 10 years. However, something really impacted my life where I got to the point where I had to document and talk about what I was going through, to the point where I was all about that. So that is reflected on the content of the channel. If you guys are interested in learning about gang stalking is a thing. It exists. It exists. Like, it really exists. But it's not about people using direct energy weapons or about people that or people that have mental diseases or whatever. As you can see, I am completely cognitively functional. If you guys would like to learn more about gang stalking, please feel free to send me a message on any of my videos. Feel free to watch all that stuff. But before that, I have been a very successful fitness professional and model. I have done all of this with my life. I have been really hot most of my life. I know it sounds weird me saying it. Trust me, I feel weird saying it. It feels weird not being at my best shape. It feels freaking strange. But I am coming back from that experience. And I am coming back as not a fitness influencer, but a fitness professional that actually addresses fitness in a professional way. I have my live streams where I talk a lot of stupid things, but the workouts are all scientifically sound. And I use all my knowledge as a fitness professional to actually produce results. You guys have seen my journey in the other lives. You can see when I was a big, fat, morbidly obese, Barbara Streisand, humongous, gigantic, disgusting, tubular, megasaur, charizard, disgusting pig. Until now, I'm not like, I was like this, you know. I was a big, fat pig. But now I'm not so fat. And I'm not near where I want to be. But we're going to get there, and you're going to see it all live, all right? And I'm going to use that to show you about my fitness expertise. As you guys saw, I'm a little rusty, but I know my shizzle, all right? If you guys have any questions about fitness, the advice in this live is solid gold. If you follow the advice, regardless of what weight you're in, you're going to get there, okay? This is the same proper formula. This is the same method that I've used in the past 7 months to make myself from fat to decent. Okay, look, I'm going to show you just so that if it's your first time here, I'm going to show you how fat I was. Watch. I'm going to show you how fat I was. Actually, I'm going to show you in the videos. I know where I'm going to show you. Hang on. Look. I was really a fat, disgusting pig, guys. And look, so I'm gonna show you here my lives, and that freaking hair looked awful, dude. Let's see, workout. Oh my god, that hair did looks awful. It looked disgusting. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have that hair. It still looks freaking weird. So I'm gonna like get it like I'm gonna get this shorter and taller. Like, hang on. Look, I'm gonna show you the first workout. No, it's the workout number 2, and then I'm gonna show you. Look, this was 6 months ago.
I'm gonna get some water. Wait.
I could barely get up to you here. How long ago was this? 7 months ago. Look, 7 months ago, guys. Look at my fat double chin. Look, oh my god. I look so different. Dude. Look at my big fat mouth.
Good.
I look like a totally different person.
Here? So, break's over.
So that was
Round 2.
look at how those shorts fit me. You see that, right? Okay, now I'm gonna show you 7 months later. And I'm going to show you today's workout. This is 7 months later, guys.
So my no stimulant day didn't really last.
So that's
I
7
took
months.
a fat burner today.
Most of the change is on my
It is
face.
called Dexaprine XR. Okay. And when you mix
And look, and that's
roll
7
out.
months.
So watch, I'm gonna stretch my fat rolls. 13. Oh my god, I just aborted. Guys, I just had 1,000 abortions right now.
But look at
I
the
literally
difference.
just had 1,000 abortions. Like, I went to Planned Parenthood, I aborted, and then I came back. I had 1,000 procedures done right now, guys. 1,000. Isn't that crazy?
So
I just love disposing of my unborn children.
So look at the difference, dude. And it's 7 months.
Feel like you're learning something. Like you feel that
But notice that
you can understand
it's slow.
more of logic. Check out.
The other one, I weighed 200 pounds. Now I weigh like 170. I haven't done a weigh-in. But look, it's slow, but it's sustainable. You want for sustainable. The results are going to get here. I know that we want the results right now. But a lot of times it's just not. It's a lot harder to, how do you say? It's a lot harder. How do you say? Taking the tougher road doesn't really mean better results. It doesn't. And thankfully, like, those leggings used to fit so bad. They looked awful. But 7 months, it's almost a year. 7, 8, 9, well, 3/4 of a year. Almost 3/4. A little bit. a little bit less than 3/4. But now we can actually focus on evolving, not on fat loss. Well, if you guys have any questions in regards to fitness training, please feel free to write it in this live. Like if you're enjoying the content, or subscribe if you're interested in checking and understanding more about weight loss, nutrition, and the actual scientific method of reaching a body that you love, that you wake up every day and that you cannot wait to face the day because you are so proud of what you have built. Look, I went through a lot of setbacks. I went through a lot of setbacks. Like a lot of setbacks. But that's life. Freaking just take it, stop feeling sorry for yourself, and just move forward. We all make mistakes. People do shitty things to us. But you're not gonna be there lamenting that for the past 10 years you've been eating like a big fat pig. You have to make a change now. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And take care. I love you. And don't hang out with losers, all right? Do not hang out with losers. Bye.